On a Thursday morning in March, James opened his laptop and checked his investment account. He did this every morning. It was a habit. A ritual. Something that made him feel in control. But that Thursday was different. The number on the screen made him close the laptop immediately. He opened it again. The number had not changed. $340,000. Gone. Not lost slowly over months. Gone in 48 hours. 11 years of savings. 11 years of discipline. 11 years of telling himself he was doing it right. James was 29 years old. And he had just made the worst financial decision of his life. This is the full story of how it happened, and how what came after changed everything. James grew up watching his father stress about money. Not because they were poor. But because his father made decent money and still somehow never had enough. James decided early that he would be different. At 21 he started investing. Small amounts at first. $100 here. $200 there. He read everything he could find. He watched every investing video. He followed every financial account on social media. By 25 he had $60,000 invested. By 27, $140,000. He was proud. He was disciplined. He thought he understood money. And that belief, that confidence, was exactly what got him into trouble. In early 2021, a stock started appearing everywhere James looked. A tech company. Everyone online was talking about it. This is the next Amazon. Buy now before it's too late. I turned $10,000 into $80,000 in 6 months. James had read enough to know that chasing hype was dangerous. But the posts kept coming. The screenshots kept appearing. The comments kept insisting. And slowly, over 3 months, he convinced himself that this time was different. He moved $180,000 into the stock. Not all at once. Gradually. Every week, a little more. He told himself it was a calculated bet. A high conviction position. The kind of move that separates real investors from passive ones. The stock climbed for 60 days after his last purchase. James felt like a genius. Then it fell. And kept falling. In 48 hours, $340,000 became $91,000. He had lost more than he had invested. He sat on his bathroom floor for an hour. He did not tell his wife that day. He did not tell her for 3 days. When he finally did, he expected anger. What he got was a question. She asked, "What are you going to do next?" Not what happened. Not whose fault it was. What next? James did not have an answer that day. But that question changed everything. He spent the following 2 weeks doing something he had never done before. He went back through every single investment decision he had made over the past 4 years. Not to feel bad about them. To understand them. He wrote down every time he had deviated from his original strategy. Every time emotion had driven a decision. Every time he had chased something because of what he read online instead of what he actually knew. The pattern was impossible to ignore. Every single loss had come from the same place. Confidence without discipline. James rebuilt slowly. He reset to basics. Index funds only. No individual stocks. No tips. No social media finance accounts. He set a rule: he was not allowed to touch the account for any reason other than adding to it. No checking daily. No reacting to headlines. No moving money based on feelings. He automated everything. $1,500 a month transferred on the first of every month regardless of what the market was doing. He did not look at the account balance for 6 months. When he finally did, it had grown to $130,000. Not back to where he was. But moving in the right direction again. By year 3 after the crash, the account had crossed $280,000. By year 5, $490,000. Today James is 37 years old. His net worth has crossed $1.1 million. And he will tell anyone who asks exactly what it cost him to learn the most important lesson of his financial life. I asked him what that lesson was. He said, "I thought discipline meant buying and holding through market dips. It does. But first it means not letting confidence become arrogance. The day I thought I knew better than the strategy, that was the day I lost everything." The strategy doesn't care how smart you feel. $340,000. That was what his confidence cost him. And also what his humility eventually earned back. If this story made you think, follow this channel right now. Every single day we share a real financial story from a real person who changed their life. Tomorrow we tell the story of a single mother who had $400, a business idea she was too afraid to say out loud, and a company that is now worth $2 million. Follow. And we will see you tomorrow.